Well, on the one hand, I really don't want to be playing this game anymore since the puzzles that start being wait, why is he covered with yellow? Was he covered with
Hi,
yellow?
it's me again. What?
Yeah,
Be
guess
seeing
not. I
you.
must just
What
have
is
forgotten.
it?
On the other hand, we're like 85% through, so...
The doorway led to it. There was nothing. Hi again. What is... Talk to you later. Au revoir.
Well, okay, so we know we're done in there. Just need to figure out how to get rid of him.
I couldn't see any you. I'd turned the thermostat all the way down. The doorway was full of assorted old...
It's called Nico again.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed.
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, George.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Well, that's oddly effective.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yes, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Ha, don't me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Yeah, that got rid of him. Yep, there's a Baphomet.
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
You could draw a face on it and make it a character in your cartoon show. Well, I can't take the spade.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
Let's see if we can use this to reflect.
There it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
It's not exactly what I was expecting, but I guess it was...
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower. Let's take another look. There's a woman, but the reflection...
You see, she's looking at the statue of Baphomet in a mirror. Is what I was thinking.
There's a guy with between... There's a guy...
There's probably nothing new and
A
useful
knight,
here.
the knight through my...
Look.
Look at the...
What's up?
The priest...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No.
we've already done that.
Hey, Nico, shake hand.
Not.
Yeah.
I guess I'd better return the...
Hurry back.
Okay, so we're going back to her now. And we're in a video. Let's annoy our friend who doesn't like us.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count on it.
Yeah, it's probably really all that's
Catch you later,
important to
Lopez.
talk to him about.
Adios, Senor Toba.
I'm glad to see that he doesn't hate us anymore, but like George said, you can't blame him. Is that thing still attached down there? Nah, he took it off.
Senor Stobart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah. I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knights secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
the Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant? Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them, and the chalice, when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead, and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the de Vasconcelos are cursed.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city.
There's not much else
There's
to do.
something else that I discovered, carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible, chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Idiot. But yeah.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Where is this line?
Nowhere helpful. I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home.
So what is there to look at? Now that we're here.
I wasn't going to put on the armor, and I couldn't see anything else to do with it. I love suits of armor. Who doesn't? It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't. It was a small mirror hanging over the sink. It was just a little... unless
yeah.
you...
We may yet need that mirror. Well, let's get ourselves over to the... Placey Mosey Limmy.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. Now that it had given up its secret, the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again. It was too delicate to move. It was the Spanish Bible I borrowed from the mausoleum. It was...
Oh, that's what we took. I bet she or her gardener read Spanish. Let's ask them about the
Hi,
Bible.
Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly.
This Bible's in Spanish.
See?
I would have expected Latin.
Be careful with it. It was a present to my lady from an old friend. He died a long time ago. It is all she has to remember him by.
Okay, I'll handle it with kid gloves. I borrowed your mirror. I hope you don't mind.
No, senor. If you think it will be of help.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios.
Okay, I guess we've got to go to her then. She can probably read Spanish.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Yeah, we've found our way.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorn. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
I'll have a look around if...
My home.
Yeah, let's go ask Lopez then.
Hi, Lopez.
Certainly, senor.
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
Well, si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great! So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobart. I shall give it more thought.
Any ideas yet?
Not...
Okay, so we're in a loop there.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios.
Mausoleum, summer house. Easy mistake to make.
Let's go talk to her again.
Hello again.
Please.
Oh.
I'll have a look around.
My...
Just that. And the dogs.
I wasn't gonna put...
Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything to do there.
Nope. I wasn't going...
I'm assuming it is a plot flag we have to trigger to get him to think of an idea, but...
Hi, Lopez.
Certain?
Any ideas yet?
Not at...
I'm gonna...
Look at this tissue.
Wow.
I'd like your opinion.
Okay. It has some sort of...
That's grease.
Oh, it stinks of...
I don't think it's...
Yeah, well.
Any ideas?
Not...
Okay.
Catch you later,
Adios.
He really likes showing that tissue to people. probably discuss the references with Nico then.
It was the driveway down. I didn't want to... Mausoleum.
So if he doesn't want to leave yet...
George Stobart, grave robber. No, I don't think so.
I was just looking at it.
I couldn't high up in the... I guess they might... Hanging from the ceiling, it looked really old and had never been lit. The lectern was...
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna call it for now. I'll figure out what I'm supposed to do next time. Later, everyone.